Studies have shown that basically 85% of contact centers in Malaysia are in-house. Basically, they're captive centers. We have 15% that is outsourced. This shows there's lots of room for BPOs in Malaysia itself. In terms of profile, we have a total number of contact center seats in Malaysia, ranging from, in 2009, the estimate has been about 37,500. Growth has been great for last. In 2008, we have shown a 14% growth. Market size of about $16 million. This is from Frost & Sullivan. The estimated market size going forward this year is about $19 million USD, while we forecast an average compounded annual growth rate about 12%, and between now to 2015, we expect the value of the market to be about USD 33.5 million. Major contributors to the growth have basically been outsourcers, banks, insurance companies will come very strongly, financial institutions, telecommunication, the government and governmental agencies. Of last, we have seen government being very much interested in setting up contact centers themselves. This is a great market to expand upon. 33% of contact centers in Malaysia are basically serving international markets. The rest of them serve local. This marketplace, its drivers have been, we've got a strong government support, effort to promote and boost customer service standards in the country to make Malaysia an ideal location for contact center outsourcing. We've got MDEC, you're familiar with MDEC, Outsourcing Malaysia, and us, CCM itself. The government under the 10th Malaysian Plan, under one of the KRAs by the new Prime Minister, has moved towards ensuring that Malaysia becomes, one of the KRAs says that we should be having zero face-to-face interaction. That's the government's agenda, key KPI. Imagine the kind of work that has to be done at the contact center where we were really to move towards zero face-to-face in the next 5 years. Strength of Malaysia, the drivers towards having contact center in Malaysia has been towards multilingual. We have political stability, you can see, within most of the ASEAN countries. We have state-of-the-art infrastructure, as you can see, you've seen in Sabah there. Basically around KL itself, infrastructure is quite ideal to set up contact centers. The working environment here is quite conducive, especially if you're serving North African markets, the Muslim markets, and this is an ideal place to set up contact centers serving those markets. Skilled professional availability is ample, free from natural disaster, among areas that make Malaysia a very attractive outsourcing center. Okay, basically, in ASEAN, we see basically CCM seems to represent Contact Center Association, right? In Malaysia, it's slightly different. We call ourselves the CRM Contact Center Association of Malaysia. The reason being, CRM has been very silent over the last few years. We intend to actually expound upon the strength of CRM, while the contact center being one of the channels of service. We can see a majority of CCM bodies originally focusing only on contact centers. Our idea of expanding our scope is to ensure that we have a bigger playing field in terms of members who can actually benefit from us. This is the 11 years of CCM. Its membership has been increasing yearly. This is the first time we saw in our AGM where I was elected. We saw 3 times the number of members we normally get in normal AGMs. I hope it's not for the king contest, but basically everyone interested in making the lead because CCM has moved over the years and is seen today as an organization that can support them in their activities. But we're carefully planning our activities to meet and support all our members in various industries and categories. Now, what we do basically, we do a lot of training out here. Right? My Eri Chan here has been a member actually. Chan is a good part of having Chan in our team here. He's been from the market, right? Knowing exactly what the market needs. Now that he's in the association as an NGO, he seems to be able to understand the market much better than any other person sitting on that job. One of the major achievements we've done is we had last year a very credible CCM awards dinner. Right? This is a dinner together with APCA, where at the dinner we had more than 1,000 participants. We hosted the APCA conference last year, plus an exhibition. I think the honor given to us as a result of that was us being given the chairmanship of APCA for a year. Having the first contact center professional conference in Malaysia last year, especially in contact center operators, to build up on a career. what you want to see is that they see CCM of a value to them. And I think with the new ESCO coming in, we basically do not only have practitioners, we have no, basically you can see the difference between the last years of the ESCO members and now. We do not only have the industry players, but we also have CRM practitioners. We have got a wide array of members in the ESCO this particular year. And with the experience from the ESCO, I could see that we definitely can build upon, right, and expand upon the knowledge and the experience that is members, ESCO members have been bringing. There is a saying about to be a leader, right? You don't do different things, you just do things differently. Right? And I reckon that's what we need to do in Malaysia. Right? While the contact center industry has matured in the West and is maturing again, and this is a new market that's opening up, we need to work on ways to actually not change the way we do things, but do things to be different. And I think with the strengths that we have in the resources support of the government, especially with that we get from the industry itself now, we can see it very maturing. Right? The last, as I said, in the next 5 years, we can see the market size tripling, and that itself, it's an impetus for change for ourselves, where we can see the acceptance not only for us to go globally, right, or to go regionally. Right? The market in Malaysia itself is growing at a very similar pace.